Assalamualaikum and welcome back to our chapter 6 for the fatty alcohol. So this chapter will be covered for 2 weeks. So for this chapter we have covered on the 5.1, 5.2 we have the remaining another process for the hydrogenations, and also the 5.3. So we will also cover for today uses and applications of the fatty alcohol. So what I want to highlight is after you finishing of this chapter, for week 12 we will have our online test. Okay, so this is the learning outcome for this chapter. So we proceed with the process of the productions of fatty alcohols. As you know that the productions of fatty alcohol, we have two process, which is the hydrogenations, which is the hydrogenations from the fatty acids or from the fatty ester. So for this process, so we have hydrogenations. We have two process of the hydrogenations, which we call as the feedback process or the suspension process. This is depending on the what types of the catalyst that is used. Okay. So for we proceed with our logic process. Okay, so the suspension process or logic process is the process that is happen at where your preheat fatty acid will be fed and will be reacts also together with the recirculated fatty alcohol and also the slurries catalyst and the hydrogen gas, which are fed into the reactor. So the reaction condition is at 30,000 kilopascal and temperature 280 degrees Celsius. So the process will be heated and heat of the product mixtures, then leaving the reactor is recovered by recirculating hydrogen gas through the heat exchanger. So our remaining hydrogen gas will be recovered. So the process called two-stage cooling expansion system. Okay, this gas phase, which contains of the excess H2 gas and some low boiling alcohol and also reaction water, they will be separated from the liquid alcohol in the hot separator. So the gas mixture will be cooled further in the cold separator, okay, where the low boiling alcohol and the reaction water are condensed. So this is how the alcohol and also the water will be separated. And also the excess hydrogen gas, the remaining excess hydrogen gas will be recycled back into the system. Okay, so the liquid alcohol from the hot separator then pumped into the flash drum, where the dissolved hydrogens is released and recycled with makeup hydrogens. Okay, then the catalyst is separated from the crude fatty alcohol using centrifugal separator, where the separation is based on the density. Part of the catalyst is replaced with fresh catalyst to maintain its activity. So clear phase portion from the centrifugal separator is passed through the polishing filter, so that it can remove all the traces suspended solid. Okay, so the resulting crude alcohol that produced will undergoes further distillations to remove any hydrocarbons and may undergo fractionation if desired. Okay, so the suspension process or logic process is simultaneously processed, where the first phase is the esterification, where your fatty alcohol will react with the fatty acids to produce fatty ester, or it is the reversible reaction where you react your fatty ester with the water, you can produce fatty alcohol and fatty acids. Okay, and then the ester produced also can be react with the hydrogen to form the fatty alcohol. So first is the esterifications of fatty acids with the fatty alcohol. Next is the hydrogenations of the ester. So this is where we use our recycled fatty alcohols. Okay, so fatty alcohol use is equal to 250 times volume of the fatty acids, and this is the rapid esterification process. Feed is usually diluted, and also the process can reduce damaging effects of fatty acids on the catalyst. Okay, overcome the damaging effects of the fatty acids on the copper bearing catalyst. So fatty alcohols recirculated more than 250 times of the fatty acids feed effectively dilutes the feeds, hence rapid and complete esterification can happen. Okay, this is the view of the suspension hydrogenation of fatty acids, or we call it as the Lurgy process. So this is where the reactor, where you feed all your fatty acids, hydrogens, and also the recirculated fatty alcohol with the slurry catalyst. So after the product produced will go to the separator. So this is where the hot cold system happen. So first is the hot separations, and then the next is the cold separations. Okay, so the first hot separations, okay, to separate your hydrogen gas to be used back into the column. So remainings of your products will go to the okay, where your hydrogen gas will go for the recycle, and your low boiling alcohol water also will be separated. So the separation will go to the flashdown to remove any H2 gas, and also the separations of any hydrocarbon until you get the filter crude alcohol for use. Okay, so we go for the difference between the process of the suspensions and feedback process. Okay, so the use of the suspension process actually require an additional equipment. This is to separate of catalyst. As you know, the process is to process where the first phase is you want to produce the ester, and the next phase is you produce your fatty alcohol. Okay, so first we want to separate of the catalyst to distillate the crude fatty alcohol and remove of unreacted methyl ester. That's why there are required more additional equipment. As compared to feedback process, it requires higher capital cost. This is because they require a very large reaction vessels and also gas recirculating pump, and also pipe work due to the high volume of the hydrogen gas used. Okay, the suspension, the bad things about the suspension is they produce very low yield of the fatty alcohol as compared to the feedback process, and also they use more catalyst as compared to your feedback process. However, the quality of the fatty alcohol can be brought up to the same level by further distillation. So we can have the same level of the fatty alcohol produced by the more further distillations. Higher quality of fatty alcohol, which means that the lower hydrocarbon content and it lowers saponification value, can be obtained from the feedback process. And for the suspension process, there are constant hydrogenation activities because at this part, as you remember, that there will be continuously replacements of the catalyst to make sure that the process can be continuously happen. Okay, in the feedback process, there are the decrease in the hydrogenation activity due to your catalyst had been poisoned by some product that produce poison product that produce such as the sulfur, phosphorus or chlorines. Okay, this is the process of the hydrogenation. So we have two process of the hydrogenations. Okay, so after we obtain our fatty alcohol, actually we need to further fractionations It is depending on what product that you want. So the group fatty alcohol resulting from the various hydrogenation process will undergo fractionation to produce different kinds of alcohol. So it will be separated by fraction 1, fraction 2 and fraction 3 by the process of the fractionation distillations. Okay, so we go to the uses and applications of the fatty alcohol. So there are several applications of the fatty alcohol. It is dependent on the addition chemical in the with the fatty alcohol. For example, when we add with the ethylene oxide or propylene oxide, we will produce fatty alcohol polyglycol-ether. It is an non-ionic surfactant, usually used as emulsifier for wax and ointment base. Okay, when we add fatty alcohol with SO3 or sulfuric acid or chlorosulfonic acids, so we produce fatty alcohol sulfates, which is commonly used as your laundry detergent, foaming agents in your toothpaste. Okay, next fatty alcohol when react with ethylene oxide, then with sulfuric trioxide and chlorosulfonic acid, it will produce fatty alcohol ether sulfates, which is used as your surfactant, anionic surfactants in your liquid shampoo and bath preparations. Okay, when fatty alcohol react with the fatty acid will produce ester. Wax ester is used in the lubricant during the polymer processing raw material for wax and creams. And when fatty alcohol react with the acrylic acid or methacrylic acid, it will produce ester, which is precursor of the polymethacrylates. And this is your ester also. Fatty alcohol with acid ADP, acylic, sebacic, trimaletic and citric will produce also ester as the plasticizer for your PVC. This is for polymer application. So this is the conclusions of the fatty alcohol uses. So it mostly used in our daily products, toothpaste, shampoo, cosmetics, concrete additive, pest control, pharmaceutical cream and ointments, ethoxylate sulfates, in polymer, plasticizer polymer, also detergents, textile and so on. So I think that's all for your fatty alcohol until we see you again for the next chapter. Thank you.